Hi everyone, hope you're doing good, and today I'm going to be entering the contest of my good mate Metal Marty Mac, his 600 subscriber contest. Now firstly, congratulations man. You know, I've been watching Marty's stuff for over 2 years now, become pretty good friends with him as well. We've got him on the live streams that we do as well. Yeah, he's a really cool guy, shows a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of thrash metal, death metal. He's into his like traditional heavy metal, bit of power metal in there. He likes a lot of different stuff, and yeah, he's a really cool guy, so definitely go check out his channel and jump on his contest. On the basis of it, his contest is pretty simple. It combines his two big passions really, music and movies, and he wants us to do two pretty simple things really. So the first thing he wants us to do is to link up song titles with film titles, or band titles, or anything to do with music really, to relate it with a film title. And for most people this is pretty simple, but for me it's a little bit tricky because I'm not a movie person, and as I titled the video, non-movie fan enters movie contest, because I'm not a movie person. I don't watch movies, don't watch films. No, that's the same thing. I meant I don't watch TV shows or films anymore. It just doesn't interest me, to be honest. I'd much rather put my time into watching stuff on YouTube that is more, for me, what I want to watch, or I put my time into listening to music. So, there isn't anything out there, film or TV wise, that is really that adherent to me, to be honest. So that's why, this was quite difficult, because I don't know films at all. My knowledge of films is absolutely zero for the most part. So yeah, anyway, let's just get into it. I did manage to find 5 in the end. Some of them are pretty obvious, some of them are not so, but I just happen to know that they're films. So the first one is Carcass, and this is their new album, Torn Arteries, and there's a song on here called The Devil Rides Out, and apparently that's a film. I'll probably insert a picture of the film poster there. No idea about that. I didn't even know it was a film. Marty mentioned The Devil Rides Out, and yeah, I was like, oh, that's a film. So that's one. This is going to be so bad. Next one, Avenged Sevenfold self-titled album, and I've gone with track 3, Scream, and apparently there's a whole film series called Scream, which I have heard of, but I didn't realise there was about 7 of them. It's mad. Next one I'm going for is Metallica, and this is their self-titled Black Album, and I've gone with the obvious, The Unforgiven, because apparently that's a film as well. I have no idea. Oh man. Right, next one, Johnny Mac went with this one, and it was the only one I could think of because I knew that it was based on a film, and that's from Evile's Hell Unleashed, and the song is track 6, The Thing, from 1982. And yeah, I believe it's a horror film that came out in 1982, and that's what it's based on. And yeah, I couldn't tell you anything about it, because before that came out, didn't even know it was a thing. And the last one, I've gone with another obvious one, because I was really clutching at straws at this point. I was going to go with The Wicker Man, but then I don't have that album, so I went with Maiden, and obviously Phantom of the Opera, because that's a film. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, that's that bit out of the way. now let's get on to the next bit that I actually can do, because now he wants us to show 3 of our favourite films. And even though I'm not a big movie person, I'm not a movie fan, there are some film franchises that I did like as a kid and I still like now. So I've just picked one of them and I'm going to just show it and talk about it a little bit. First one is absolute classic. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones. Yeah, so obviously my parents, especially my dad, was a big fan of this back in the 80s. Obviously Harrison Ford from Star Wars, that's how I knew it from. And yeah, I really like this film. It's really good. Really like the Indiana Jones series as a whole, even though the new one's a bit meh, but we won't talk about that. Next one is another big one, Lord of the Rings, and I've gone with the first one. I nearly went with the second one because I like that one just as much. I like all of them actually, to be fair. I like the whole franchise. And I even got the Lego game when that came out in 2012. Played that game to death. It was the first actual Lego game I completed. So yeah, I absolutely love the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The Hobbit is pretty good as well, but I think Lord of the Rings is just that little bit better. And lastly, my favourite out of anything is Star Wars, obviously. I got into Star Wars when I was about 8 and have not looked back since. And I actually started with the originals, obviously, because that's where you have to start. But then, these came out when I was a young kid, so I didn't really watch them at the time. But then later, I watched these, the prequels, and I absolutely love the prequels as well. And this one, I think, is the best one out of the prequels, because all that build-up just comes to its climax, and yeah, Anakin turns into Darth Vader, and yeah, that is really, it's a really good film. Really like this one, and yeah, I also like the Clone Wars as well. All the TV series, I've got about 4 series of them on DVD. Yeah, so yeah, I really like Star Wars. The George Lucas Star Wars, let's just put that out there. Disney Star Wars, not so much. Nah. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, after I thought this video was not going to be a very good one, I've rambled on for 8 minutes, so that's not bad. So yeah, that's my entry. That's my bodge job entry to Marty's contest. Because he's a mate, I was always going to do my best to support him, and yeah, I've managed to do it somehow. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got this far, thanks ever so much for watching. Jump on Marty's contest if you can, and until the next time, keep it metal.